know that change can be scary, but it can also be exciting. Let's start our new life.
We bring love from Andalasia and offer belated birthday cheer.
An Andalasian wishing wand.
Does anyone in Andalasia ever just say stuff?
Not if we can help it.
I'm so late. I'm a commuter now.
You're riding this train over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and then you die.
As you can see, Giselle, everyone has their place once you found where you fit. Monroeville can be whatever you wish.
I wish for a fairy tale life.
A cartoon princess turned real-life housewife Giselle feels like her life is winding down and decides to move out of the city and into the suburbs. When that move turns out not to be what it's cracked up to be, Giselle gets herself into an even stranger predicament. Hey everyone, welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda. Today we'll be reviewing Disenchanted, directed by Adam Shankman.
I guess when you've been enchanted, you're bound to be disenchanted. Welcome to the real world, princess.
Speaking of welcome to the real world, so this is one of the Disney Plus movies that have come out.
And the thing is, I think it was good enough to be in a theater.
I think it was almost good enough to be in a theater.
Oh, I concede. Yes.
I feel like this movie just needed one more bit of polishing and one more bit of maybe like scripting or whatever. It just
needed the guy with the clipboard, right?
Yeah, that idiot with the clipboard, like keeping everything on time. Because I remember we started seeing these weird movies like Red Notice.
Yeah, like they were just missing the mark.
They were missing something. And more recently was the Adam Project.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like they just weren't right.
Yeah, they were A movies made by a B+ director.
Or producers that weren't keeping their directors in check.
Yeah.
That's what I think happened with those movies. And then more recently, the one that we saw is the Disney Plus Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Which was probably the worst movie that anyone's ever made.
That was pretty bad.
I actually think there was another movie I think
I've seen better Hallmark movies.
But the Pinocchio movie was terrible. And which is sad because
Disney Plus Pinocchio, the original. We're not talking about Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which word on the street is it's pretty good. Fantastic.
Yeah, so we're talking about Disney movies here.
Yeah.
And the thing about that one, it was directed by Robert Zemeckis and starred Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. It doesn't matter who made it. The guy with the clipboard wasn't there to rein them in. And like, what the hell are we doing here?
Here's the budget.
Yeah.
You guys blew it by getting Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks doing a one-man performance as Geppetto.
They had to get a CGI Figaro. Like, that's crazy.
And that's the other...
They could have cast my cat. He would have done perfectly. He was the same cat.
Well, that's the other thing that why I compare this to Pinocchio, because there is a CG cat in this movie, but it works because it's a magic cat.
And it was done so well.
Yeah.
The cat had personality.
It made sense in that world. And I think the cat in Pinocchio, we weren't sure if it was like a human cat or like a not human cat, because there were some human...
Like the word I keep forgetting, it was an anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic.
Yeah,
cat, but not
because
really.
when you watch the original movie, and I actually, because I like Pinocchio. I love the ride, love watching the movie, the original movie, that is. I saw the original Pinocchio, watched the new one, and then watched the original again. And Figaro has way more of a presence than the original one. It was like they were just like grabbing the highlights from the original Pinocchio and then we're going to put this just to streaming anyway, so it's good.
Yeah. And I was also thinking about the time where Disney made really bad sequels.
Yeah.
Because remember, Lion King was like a huge movie. Do you remember seeing Lion King 2, Simba's Pride?
No, but I do remember Lion King 1.5, which was hilarious.
Oh. Well, how about...
we won't count it as a sequel.
How about Aladdin 2?
Jafar's Return.
Yeah, Return of Jafar.
And then what is it?
40 Thieves.
40 Thieves, yeah. So I remember those.
But they were all straight to
VHS. What are you talking about?
VHS.
The old white fancy box.
The big clamshells.
Yeah. Those were delicious.
That came in out of the vault. Oh,
yeah, those are good.
Put some Tabasco on those things.
Yeah, man, I'm sure you could flip them for a good penny now.
Oh, yeah.
But
do I still have them in like a drawer somewhere?
I think I have them in storage somewhere.
Dude, I swear, I probably have boxes that from like my dad's house that like we moved in 1995. We've never opened.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There's a reason a garage exists.
Yeah, just to put.
It's a catch-all.
My garage is a catch-all.
Yeah.
I just moved here and like, I don't want to do it.
I know, man. My garage, I was like, I'm never going to be one of those people. And I go to my garage and I'm like, I can't park my car in here ever.
Yeah, and I got to do it before it gets hot again.
Yeah, you do, man.
Because when it gets hot, like it's like I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, nothing.
Hot potato.
But back to the
Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted. So I liked Enchanted, and I'm saying the first one. I liked Enchanted.
Yeah,
I liked the fact that she was like a fish out of water princess.
Yeah,
I also like the fact that she had like princess powers. Like you remember Cinderella built and they build her like a dress. And everything. Of
course, man. I'm a huge Disney fan, so yeah, I remember all of these things.
One of my favorite gags in the first one was like I think it was Patrick Dempsey came home like after like housing her like the first night.
Yeah,
and she didn't have a dress. And then like he looks at his curtains and there's like a dress like cut out of it.
Yes, okay, I do remember that.
I was laughing my ass off when I saw that.
Yeah, there's just things like that shtick, just dumb things that wouldn't make sense for us in our world, but make absolute sense in a world where she's from, which is, obviously animated.
Yeah, and she has the princess powers and she does the princess stuff.
She's got a wand, Harry.
And then now that I kind of think about it, it reminds me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where
the same rules apply.
Same rules apply. Yeah. And I liked Disenchanted. I would have seen it in theaters if it had come out. I don't know how movies do on Disney Plus.
I wish I could see the numbers. Like I would love to know numbers.
And something is missing when there's like no audience reaction.
Yeah.
In some of these, and I kind of like. I mean, I hate it when people applaud in theaters because like, dude, they can't hear you.
Yeah, they can't.
It's like
they don't have this.
It's like
not the actors don't hear you in the head either.
We've seen a lot of movies.
Obviously.
Hang on. Okay, so this is the weirdest phenomenon that I've noticed in movies.
Okay.
AMC movies have that intro by Nicole Kidman, and the minute it starts, it's like, Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, this theater, this place, it's magical. Heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
Well, the thing
because
is, it feels like
AMC theaters, we make movies better.
Is that recent? Because I don't go to AMC. I go to Regal.
Oh, yeah.
I like to keep it classic. And also, if you recall, Tom Cruise also did an intro to Top Gun.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
Because when I saw the Top Gun one, he did that. And like no one really applauded, but they always applaud when Nicole Kidman does it. But I remember being the jackass in the theater when he's like Tom Cruise, like, I know that these past 2 years have been rough on you people, but I want to let you know that we worked hard on this movie. And, I want to thank everyone who made this movie. I want to thank everyone who participated in this. I want to thank the audience. And we really hope you enjoy Top Gun Maverick. And I remember being that jackass in the theater. Thanks, Tom. Everyone laughed. That's pretty good. My other jackass moment that I'm proud of was when the Twilight movies came out.
Okay.
And anytime Taylor Lautner took his shirt off, I went,
ow! You were forced to see those in theaters?
Yeah. See him in his like super hard nipples in the forest.
Oh my God, dude.
I was just doing what everyone was thinking.
Oh man, that's too good. Just taking everybody right out of the movie.
Yeah. I did it for all like 2 or 3 movies, but it was.
Oh man, that's too funny.
It was the funniest thing.
I wish I had those stories. I'm pretty sure I had one, but I don't remember whatsoever.
But anyway, back to this movie making movies better. How do I stop talking about it? Anyway,
I don't know, but I'll say this about Disenchanted. I really appreciate the recap because Enchanted was so long ago that I didn't remember it. I actually had a conversation with my wife, and I was just like, "Babe, do you remember seeing this movie?"
Yes.
And she's like, I do. I don't. I do. And then we started talking. And then the recap came on and we're like, oh, right.
I think Susan Sarandon was like a Maleficent stand-in in the first one.
I can't even.
It was like
recall.
a Maleficent type. And I don't remember the story a whole lot. And I forgot that she was raised by animals.
Yeah.
But I remember
raised
liking
by wolves.
I don't remember it either. But I remember liking it.
Yeah. And I like that they kept like that. I cannot remember her main character's name. What is
Giselle?
Amy
Adams.
So I love how Amy Adams like kept that innocence of Giselle even though she's literally become a mom in our world, she's kept that same like, oh, I'm still from this enchanted realm and stuff like that. So it was nice.
I'll tell you what about this movie too. I think the cast really worked.
Yeah, it felt like a Disney movie.
Yeah, it did, and I like James Marsden as like Prince Charming.
Yeah,
stand-in Prince Edward.
Yeah,
Prince Edward Charming.
Sonic's dad?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Like
Sonic launched that guy's career back.
With great power comes great responsibility, or he said something like that. And he's like, "Ooh, I'm getting chills."
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think they both looked at the camera.
I still remember he was Cyclops.
Yeah, he was.
Dude,
the
I
original
was
Cyclops.
so pissed when they killed Cyclops in X-Men 3.
I really hope they bring him back because his career's coming back. And, we can get into the Marvel thing. But anyway, we're back on Disenchanted.
Dude, he can come back for Deadpool.
Yeah, he can.
Wow. The proper prime X-Men could come back.
As weird as this sounds, this is on the Disney first. So kind of we're still on track.
Dude,
here.
X-Men 97 is part of the... What the fuck? Where are we going with
I don't know.
Disenchanted?
Sorry. Well, apparently we're disenchanted with franchises.
Those sweet member berries. South Park. If you don't watch South Park, watch South Park.
What? Member berries? Do you remember the gummy bears?
How about this? Do you remember the California raisins?
Yeah, those things were terrifying to watch on TV. They played jazz.
Yeah, they always used to sing the "Going to the Grapevine," do, and they looked old and weird.
Yeah, they're all wrinkled and stuff.
They look like jazz musicians.
Like, did you guys just get chewed and spit?
Spitting tobacco, dude. Like flavored tobacco is illegal in California now. What's up with that?
That's so crazy. It's like, oh, people, you can't do what you want. Did you notice it was Idina Menzel in this movie? Mrs. Sings Frozen.
Yeah, I think she was in the first one, and I think she was almost like a rival to Giselle in the beginning. Now they're friends.
I still had no idea. I didn't even know this.
Yeah, I liked the first.
Well, I can't
Frozen.
remember this.
I liked this one, and it was a lot of fun, and it did have Harry Potter vibes.
Oh, for sure.
Huge Harry Potter
and
vibes.
Then obviously, as my wife calls him, McDreamy, because she's a huge fan of Grey's Anatomy.
Patrick Dempsey.
So as soon as Patrick Dempsey's self came on the screen, my wife's like, ooh, it's McDreamy. I'm like, huh? Oh, right.
McDreamy.
So they snagging that big fish, pretty sure made a lot of ladies happy.
Piece of man bacon.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take a break from my driving career and come back to acting. I should have had one of those sound bites ready.
I need that, but I'm gonna get it from Old School Married with Children.
Like, wow.
Whenever like Peggy Bundy took her shirt off and was wearing like something scantily, and then you hear,
I forget that show was filmed in front of a live audience.
dude, remember when movies were like that?
Yeah.
And it was, once you really think about it, only like 2 or 3 different like sets.
Yeah.
It was just like
it was like
room.
turn and burn 'em, man.
Yeah, it was always the living room.
It was crazy.
So okay,
Speaking of sets, real quick, this movie felt like it took place in the same set as Beauty and the Beast.
we'll get to the Beauty and the Beast allusions too. But I liked him.
I did too,
because as we
they were enchanting.
Yes. Well, but actually, I did like this movie.
I know.
Thinking about it. But Giselle, princess in New York, has a family now.
Yeah.
She has a baby daughter and a stepdaughter.
Yes.
And as you know from
all of the Disney movies,
all the Disney princesses all have evil, wicked. Here, wicked.
There we go.
No, I got a better one. Like wicked,
Nice.
wicked stepmothers. So that's a bit of foreshadowing there. And then she says, "Oh, I want to move to the suburbs. The suburbs are nice." So they got the teenage daughter who was in the first one, but I don't remember anything she did.
Yeah.
I think she was nicer though in the first one, from what I remember. She was pro Giselle. And Patrick Dempsey, the husband, and the baby, they all move. And Maya Rudolph plays Malvina, who is not the mayor, but for some reason she helped build it.
Yeah, she's like
because the city's called like Malvina. Yeah,
she's like the PTA mom.
She's the PTA mom,
Yeah.
but somehow she had some say in building the city.
Yeah, or the city name anyway.
The homeowners association fees go to her. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Defund the HOA.
Yeah, defund them all.
For real, man.
Shut up and take my money.
How? Okay, HOAs. You. Tow trucks. You.
The worst.
I This is just companies made on destroying like the,
Yeah.
You want to talk about companies destroying there's beer. You want to talk about companies destroying the poor, HOAs and tow trucks.
Yeah.
Shut them down. Figure it out. I want justice for HOAs from HOAs and tow trucks.
Why don't the tow trucks just tow the HOA cars?
Anyway,
They're back.
so they're so
my notes.
yeah, I know.
Keep us on track.
What's happening here? They move and then
Yeah.
they built. There's a portal back to the Andalasia. Andalasia is the cartoon world.
Yeah, so the cartoon world. So they
Where
moved,
she came from.
Yeah, so they moved to the countryside.
Movina or whatever.
Yeah, Movina. It's like she literally rolls up to a castle. Like it's almost like a castle. It's a home that is prefab to be a castle, but it's
A fixer-upper.
Yeah, it's a fixer-upper.
Are you poor now?
Yeah, are you poor? Yeah, then we have what is it? Marsden's
James Marsden, yeah.
Yeah, James Marsden's character
Prince
and
Charming.
Prince Charming and Idina Menzel's character.
Nancy.
They both show up and he's like, Are you poor now?
Congratulations on the increasing size of your progeny.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your dwelling. Are you poor now?
Edward!
No, we're not poor.
It's what they call a fixer-upper.
Yeah, it's...
I see. A fixer-upper. Yes, once your peasants have dug out a moat and added a turret and a balcony from which you can sing, bathed in the light of a forgiving moon. I see it now.
Yeah, because Giselle was supposed to marry Prince Charming, so
Yeah,
now
course.
they're married to Nancy, and like they build a portal in the well.
Yeah,
Right, that's a plot point. Remember that.
of course.
And then now you have a portal like we had before, so we can
Yeah.
come see you whenever we want. And that's great.
Ha-ha.
So they gave the daughter a magic wand
Yeah.
and a scroll that will answer any questions you have about said magic wand.
Yeah.
Right? So that
Cue
happened.
musical numbers.
Yeah, cue musical numbers and dancing and jazz hands.
It really were pretty great.
Jazz hands. Oh, you know what was another bad movie? Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh my goodness.
That was a terrible movie.
I wish that one was wished away.
I think Disney does too. We do have a phone one, a telephone. I'm like, someone, quick, someone get me Bob Iger. Bob Iger. Hurry, Bob. Bob, Hocus Pocus 2.
Door slam. He's out of the building.
You know what they said the minute he answered?
Oh wait, it was Bob Chapek. Chapek was the one who left. Iger's the one who said, "Take my money."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for calling Bob Iger.
Shut up and take my money.
There was a Bob Chapek.
Chapek, you
and
just
a
hear him
Bob Iger.
running away.
Oh, Disney.
We're back.
She-Hulk, attorney at law.
Oh, okay, let's scratch that one off the record of my brain. So we're back. So obviously now,
Like rain. Like fire.
chocolate rain
In the rain. I like how she kind of yodels when she yodeling.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
You know what I'm talking about?
Unfortunately.
Oh, my balls hurt for some reason.
Oh man, same
Working
age.
too much. We
Yeah.
liked Enchanted, but we did not like all those other Disney properties.
Yeah, that we were just roasting right now. So she gets to the castle, obviously to her castle, and she finds they have a portal now there to the other realm. She is gifted her daughter. Her daughter, right? Her daughter was gifted
Yeah, her proper daughter was
Yeah.
given
a wand and a scroll,
a wand and a scroll the scroll will answer any question you
and grant
Yeah.
any wish.
grant any wish.
Yeah.
But apparently, they don't know the rules or something. Like they never know the rules.
They didn't put any.
What's happened in Hocus Pocus 2?
No,
I'm serious. Anyway,
no more Hocus Pocus.
there was a book and rules and like screw the rules.
There was a scroll and rules in this one.
Anyway, but at least it didn't look like the Necronomicon, and they did like
No,
work a
it was-
little harder
They did.
to make it
The
different.
anthropomorphic beings in this movie were very adorable,
Yes,
very enchanting,
yes, very very enchanting and
just like
Disenchanted.
the chipmunk cat.
But yeah, so anyway, the teenage daughter wants to go back to New York because she hates it here. Now she's being angsty.
Yeah,
The dad, Patrick Dempsey, Robert, he's given a sword by Prince Edward Charming, and he just takes it with him wherever he goes.
yeah.
But like he's got to be on a train for the rest of his life to go back to work and back. And Giselle is having trouble with the PTA mom, Mulvina, played by Maya Rudolph, who has two.
She has two lackeys.
Two lackeys. And by the way,
played by Yvette Nicole Brown as Rosaline, and Jayma Mays as Ruby.
Yeah, I almost was afraid a Minions cameo was going to happen in this movie.
Oh, really?
For 30 seconds, I thought Minions were going to walk on because she's like, "Where are my Minions?"
Yeah,
I was waiting for the idiot to be like, "Money, money, money."
Yeah, I was like, "Thank God,
Yeah.
no more."
But that didn't happen. But anyway, so now Giselle is disenchanted, and then her mouse friend comes from the portal to like visit.
Yeah, it's a chipmunk.
Chipmunk friend comes to visit her from the portal.
Yeah,
and then she's like,
"Well,
what?"
he can't speak at this point.
He can't speak.
Yeah.
No, he can. Did you read the subtitles?
No, I didn't. I was looking down, writing notes. Damn it!
Everything he says is what the subtitle said, just really high pitched. like here. You know, it says, "I hope you know what you're doing."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, dang it!
I swear.
That is next level, man. Blew my mind.
That's what I was waiting for this one.
Oh man,
yeah, movies.
That's cool. So, then she makes a wish.
One of the big rules of the wish was you have to be a daughter of Andalasia, a true daughter of Andalasia for this this wand to work. But she makes a wish. She sings a song, and the wish was, and I wrote down her. Yeah, it was a lot of songs. Her wish was she wished for a fairy tale life.
Yes.
And the best way I can describe what happens to the city after this, it turns into Shrek Town.
Turns into Shrek Town meets
Farquaad Town or whatever.
Farquaad meets was it Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
And someone just put a very soft filter across the entire display.
Yeah. And my favorite part, instead of it was like the animals building all our stuff, it was all the appliances turned into like Beauty and the Beast characters.
It was great. They
like
were
the
just
blender, and the toaster oven.
They
like
were way better than Beauty and the Beast. They looked like they had depth. They didn't look like they were just pure CGI. It looks like they were kind of claymation at some point.
Yeah, I know. They looked good. Anthropomorphic.
Yeah.
Anthropomorphic appliances.
Like the toaster got rosy cheeks, even though it was just its knobs.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
It was good. And she goes and everybody's dancing in the city. And then that's where we meet. Now Mulvina has become the evil queen. Yeah. But
she wasn't evil. She was just a queen. That's what I took from it.
She was just the queen. And it's like, look at the way she dresses. Look at this. And then I also liked a line in the movie because the mouse was morphed into a cat. An evil cat, like, oh no, you're evil, and I'm going to be the evil stepmother now.
Well, there was a trick. There was a catalyst moment that turned her into the actual evil stepmother. So when she was in town, she had this. Well, first you hear the bell tower toll, and she like somehow flips a switch and has like this mind meld, and she becomes this like a really bad witch lady for a split second. Then starts realizing, hey, this is what I'm doing. So she runs away back home, going like, I need to get away from this. And she ends up in her daughter's room. In her daughter's room, mind you, the whole home and everything is nice and pretty and done up. The daughter's room is all in shambles. There's no light. It's just light shining through from the outside through rafters. And she's like, what is this? And she's like,
Cinderella's room.
Yes. And she's like, oh no.
Who lives in this rat hole?
Morgan does. Stepdaughters always live in attics or dungeons. Oh, Pip, do you know what this means? I am the villain of Monrelasia.
I'm the wicked stepmother.
Yes. And I liked how the cat was like, look, you're the villain of this story. But I thought Mulvina was the villain of this story. And then she says,
everybody watching is going, holy cow, I thought so too.
And then my favorite line in the movie, there can only be one villain.
Well, you're not the only villain.
Well, that's silly. There can only ever be one villain. Not counting minions or pets. Or villains that you don't know are villains until it's too late.
There can only be one.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah. What movie was that? There can only be one.
I don't know.
Here, I'm going to do another one. You've been chosen to defend the realm of Earth in a tournament called the Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
the fate of billions will depend on it. But that was Christopher Lambert, who he was in Highlander, the first one. And there was only one Highlander.
He was Raiden.
Yeah, but in the first one, he was Highlander. Yeah. There can only be one. Anyway,
good job.
It's my Christopher Lambert
impression
there. It hath begun. Yes.
Lispinto.
I know, right? One of the last cool actors to have a lisp. You know, we saw the last Christopher Lambert movie in theaters. Yeah. Can you guess what it was?
No.
Of the 5 movies we've seen in theaters, somehow I managed to reference all of them.
I cannot even begin to recall them.
It was a Spirit of Vengeance.
A Spirit of Vengeance?
It was a Nick Cage movie where the Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. He was the bad monk.
Really? He was a bad monk in that movie?
He was a bad monk in Spirit of Vengeance.
Dude, that was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Holy cow, man.
I remember that.
That
was the last time I saw Christopher Lambert in a movie with Idris Elba. Idris Elba was in that movie too, by the way.
Really?
Before he became
Idris Elba?
Yeah. He was just oh, get that guy from TV.
What? Wow, that blows my mind. That's ridiculous.
You remember when Idris Elba was in The Office?
Yeah.
He was Christopher. He was Steve Carell's replacement for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Speaking of The Office,
yeah.
Oscar Nunez.
Yeah, I was about to mention that next. He was the mirror on the wall.
Full circle there.
Man, look at that.
But he was our barista at the beginning. Now he's mirror on the wall guy.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
You know who else came on The Office?
Who came in The Office?
Amy Adams.
Yeah, she did.
She was the love interest for a while.
She was like Other Pam.
Yeah. She was...
and I think that was the joke. They got her because she was Other Pam.
Actually, that was a good episode because remember Michael Scott was hitting on her and just bought all her ladies' shoes?
Yeah.
and then she walked away with Jim at the end.
Yeah,
anyway.
So good. Oh man,
not bad. We're not bashing it.
Yeah, not that the movie is bad, but it's just getting all these memories going.
We're running on 2 hours of sleep in the last 3 weeks. By the way,
so a lot of sleep trying to watch.
A lot of episodes coming out. By the way,
yeah.
There's always episodes coming out.
A lot of work.
2027. A lot of episodes came out.
2027. There we go. There's a backlog,
dude.
Hopefully we're rich and on an island somewhere.
In 2029, we got to have a special about the day that Arnold went back.
Oh, that'd be great.
To 1984.
Holy cow! It's gonna be a remake. I know it. I feel it.
Okay, so now Robert Patrick Dempsey's character is a knight, and he sucks at it because he can't fight ogres.
Yeah,
and
he can't fight dragons either.
Can't fight dragons.
Yeah,
and then Mulvina. Mulva. You ever see Seinfeld?
Yes, I've seen Seinfeld.
He was dating a girl, and she's like, "Yeah, everyone used to make fun of me because I had a name that rhymes with a piece of female anatomy." And he's like, "Oh, that's so sad." And he's like, "See ya." And he's like, "Damn it, what's her name?" And he's like, "Hey, baby." She's like, "Hey, Jerry." He's like, "Do you remember my name, dude?" He's like, Mulva. And she's like, "Dolores, and never call me again."
Now that we're talking about Seinfeld,
I need that button.
The bass laugh. No, but now I remember. It just reminds me of George Costanza. He's get hit on by this tall white lady, this blonde chick, and he's like, everybody's like, "Wow, she's so into you," and he's like, I don't know, she's got weird toes. She's got a really big toenail.
You know what movie that was?
No, it's
that.
But it was in Seinfeld.
No, that wasn't in Seinfeld.
Yes, it was.
No, okay.
There was definitely an episode of Seinfeld.
Maybe you were right. To which case, shame on me for not recognizing the callback, because that was a scene in Shallow Hal where George Costanza's character. What's his name? Who plays him? Damn it. George Costanza is played by George Costanza. Played by George Costanza. Played by George Costanza. Played by George Costanza. Played by
I'm trying to. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Who plays George Costanza? Seinfeld.
Oh, who plays George Costanza? Okay.
Who plays George Costanza?
I can hear you.
Who plays George Costanza?
Who plays?
Damn it. My brain is broken.
Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander was in Shallow Hal. And then this really cute girl everyone thought was really cute.
Wait, it was Shallow Hal. What? Man, I forget that movie existed.
Because everyone's like, "Hey, man, that's Stacy. She's really cute. How come you don't date her? She likes you." And then, this is when most of the Beatles were still alive. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I got, tickets to go see, the Beatles. And, John Lennon is, John Lennon, right, from the Beatles?
Yeah.
Yeah. John Lennon is going to be played by, Eric Clapton. And it's going to be, great." And then she's like, Jason Alexander's like, oh yeah, you know, that actually sounds fun. And then you see like the foot.
Yeah.
It does the zoom on her foot.
Let's hold on for a second here.
You're not Clapton.
Not a Clapton guy.
Because they were gonna see
Eric
like
Clapton.
one night only Beatles reunion.
Man, that took a lot of work.
And I think Jack Black said like, I'd give my like left testicle to see that. Yeah, it's acoustic with only 14 people coming.
Oh, man, that's pretty great.
Anyway.
I swear we like this movie.
Disenchanted.
Just sends us in such crazy directions.
Sweet member berries.
Member berries. You member.
Remember Star Wars?
All right, let's get back to the freaking movie, man. Let's do it.
Okay. So she made the wish.
Yes.
And then one of... That's where we started this rabbit hole. Malvina.
Yeah.
Malvina's henchman, the girl took... Like, she broke in and took the magic wand because Oscar, the mirror on the wall guy, said that, like, she's the most powerful, right? Because she's got the wand.
Yeah.
So she stole the wand. Then they refer to the scroll and they say... And the scroll is like, an old Larry David looking guy. I don't know what he sounds like. But he's like... he sounds like the bad guy in...
What is that? What?
Wreck-It Ralph. The bad guy in Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes! He does. He sounds like the king.
Yeah!
The evil king.
Evil king in Wreck-It Ralph.
Might be the same guy.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
See. Evil king in Wreck-It Ralph.
This episode is awful.
King Candy named a real name Turbo.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Who was he played by?
I did not expect this episode to go this far off the rails for no
I don't
reason.
either. Let's see. Let's see.
Balls hurt.
Hey. Oh my God. Sure. Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
Was he the voice of the scroll?
Not to be confused with Alan One Dick.
Alan Tudyk.
Just kidding.
You look at the picture of him.
Is he there?
Yeah, there's a picture of him.
Oh, no way.
Alan Tudyk. Seriously looks like he played Commissioner Gordon in the Gotham series.
Like a mish.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Alan Hey, he's the guy from freaking Firefly. He's also from...
It is?
Yes. Freaking, he's also the voice of the robot in what is that Star Wars movie? The original Rogue One. He did the voice for the
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
God, what's the name of the robot? But he did the voice for that robot. He also did he came out in A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. Yeah, crazy. This guy's been out there for a while,
Remember
man.
Heath Ledger was in other movies other than The Dark Knight.
Yeah. I know. I saw what was that movie? God, what was that other movie he came out in when he was super freaking young?
The Patriot.
Not just The Patriot, another movie. 10 Things I Hate About You or something crazy like that? I don't know.
Maybe so long ago.
Something, man. He was in movies way before he was known as a Joker. Anyway, Alan Tudyk, man, another off the rails moment, and we're back as much as we try to be.
Okay, so I steal the wand. The wand doesn't work for Malvina because she's not a daughter of Andalasia and the real daughter, the stepdaughter Morgan is falling in love with Malvina's.
Her son.
Her son, and
his name is Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson is her Prince Charming.
Yeah,
and then like she wants to go hang with Tyson, but Giselle won't let her. So the whole like Cinderella thing. She's like, but I did all my chores. I'm like, there's still dust like underneath my fingernails. I forgot what she said.
Something ridiculous,
stupid like that. She's like, I guess I could dust more.
Yeah, so she locks her in the room, and then she tries to get out. And when she does get out of the room, Rapunzel style with bed sheets.
Yes.
Yeah, she gets out. Obviously, Giselle is right there as the evil, wicked stepmother, and she's going through this kind of yelling.
Gollum?
Yeah, she's golluming all over her daughter.
Nobody likes you.
Yeah, she's fighting with herself. Yeah. And her daughter's like, what's going on right now?
A Gollum Smeagol fight.
Yeah, it's a Gollum Smeagol fight. And then Giselle comes to her nicer self and is like, no, you need to go save us. There's only one way to do it. So she pushes her down the wishing well.
Yeah.
Into Cartoon Land.
Andalasia. So once she gets to Andalasia, we realize that the magic from Andalasia is being sucked into a portal.
Yeah, so the magic comes from
into
somewhere,
the real world.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it's not just a magic where you're like, oh, nobody knows where this stuff comes from. They actually explain where it comes from.
It's science, people.
It's science. It's magic.
Ooh.
Eat your heart out, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, I know, right? I saw the movie Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Don't tell me I didn't see it. I saw it happen.
Saw it happen. Yeah, so there, Nancy and Edward.
That to every episode.
I know. Nancy and Edward.
Yeah.
Tell him that we need to like make her remember.
Yeah.
And we also said that the scroll said you need to reverse this wish by midnight.
Yeah, by midnight.
Otherwise, you'll be evil forever.
Yeah, because there's telltale signs that she's becoming evil forever, and obviously she's taking all those boxes.
And since they lost the wand, they can't.
Yeah.
So then there's a bunch of confrontations between Melvina.
A lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of Harry Potter fights. Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to say.
Really? They're
Not
really
quite Harry Potter fights, but I saw this first in Big Trouble in Little China.
Really?
Where they had like because they did in Spaceballs too with the Schwartz and stuff, the rings.
Yeah. Oh, the Schwartz.
Yeah. The guy's like Schwartz, like came up with the name.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man. Anyway, but yeah, I just remember Big Trouble in Little China. They had the wizard off, and I think it's a cliche that's been around. Yeah. But anyway, they have a bunch of wizard offs. But then the end of this movie, once like the movie started like kind of ending, reminded me of, I think it was Cinderella. Remember like the weeds and everything that grew everywhere?
Yeah.
Remember Prince Charming had to like cut into it, but it kept growing. I think they gave me nightmares growing up.
Yeah, it was pretty
deep.
terrifying. Like you can walk through that scene in the castle at Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And they try to get the wand back.
Yeah.
But Melvina steps on it.
Yes, she breaks it.
She breaks it, and then they try to like hold the clock from like turning into midnight and all that. And then the daughter,
God, what's her name? Morgan.
Daughter Morgan picks up like the half of the one that was broken. She goes, "You are a daughter of Adelasia. We believe in you. We love you, Morgan." And she's like, "Okay,
you're a wizard, Harry."
Yeah, and then she unwishes everything.
Yeah,
and everything returns back to normal. And then like Melvina and her like two henchmen, like they're just like normal people now.
Yeah,
they're like, "We had the weirdest dream," and then she apologized to being so mean because
like everyone had a really bad dream.
Yeah, Amy Adams. Giselle really wanted to be part of like their team, and like she tried to support Morgan in the beginning. Oh, she accidentally burnt down her room.
Yeah,
dude,
it was an electrical fire.
Yeah,
yikes!
You see like the electricity like going up the wall and up and down.
Yeah, like when they had exposed wires and little what is it, conduits? That's terrifying.
It's a surge breaker in that place.
Yeah.
Anyway,
nerd alert.
Yeah, where was I? What other notes I got? So yeah, everything goes back to normal, and then Giselle and Melvina make up, and then something about a magic plate. So at the very end, didn't James Marsden give them like, "I gave you a wishing plate. It's a plate that wishes," and they're like, "Oh no, not another one."
All I remember from the end was the squirrel the cat, the chipmunk. He became the chipmunk again.
Yeah,
and we see him flash the end, and then he winks, and I'm like, maybe there will be a third movie. And I think this one's going to be pretty successful. I think they may just end it on a trilogy.
But here's the thing now. I don't know if they can send it to theaters now. Did they ruin it?
Yeah.
Did they bust that cherry?
They may have squashed that bug, man.
What happens? It's kind of like you make RoboCop 3 PG-13 and the next one's PG again?
Yeah.
Rated R again? Actually, they did that with
They did.
They did it with Terminator. Terminator Genesis with PG-13, then Dark Fate was R again. And Blue, just what?
You're like, all right.
I will say,
the kids who watch the PG version can now watch the rated R version.
The worst Terminator was Terminator Salvation.
Never saw it. I actually own it. Never
really
have
bad.
clicked on that picture to watch it.
It's really bad.
I got it for free, so hey.
Directed by Mick G.
Really?
Yeah. You know what else Mick G directed?
No.
Hot off of directing the Charlie's Angels 1 and 2.
Oh.
Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore.
Those horrible things.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know, man. Early 2000s, late 90s were weird.
Yeah. They came up with a movie called Enchanted.
Yeah, they did. That wasn't too bad.
But anyway, I thought it was good. So I'm going to give it a B. A surprisingly solid sequel to an underrated and maybe forgotten fairy tale movie. My only complaint is at times it feels like it is made for TV. I recommend this duology of movies, even if princess movies aren't your kind of thing.
Nice. You know what? I'm also going to give it a B. I also use the same word, duology, in this one. Phone tried to autocorrect it. Let's see. So,
duology.
I know, right? Nice. You learned, because knowledge is power. I can barely recall the first movie in this duology, but this movie was a welcome take on the tried and true formula present in most Disney princess films. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but found myself chuckling in parts, feeling concerned during other parts, and also felt a weird sense of wonder when all of the things in this movie just came to life. I was just like, I felt like I was sent back to being a kid. I'm just like, this is endearing. I love this. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, and like I said, I like the cast in this movie. I think Amy Adams does a really good Giselle, and Patrick Dempsey's
she really did.
A good like would be like regular everyman husband to
like
Giselle.
Who like it really is like the everyman who gets thrown into this world of like, this is for real.
Yeah,
and James Martin was hilarious.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to see the first one again, just so I can kind of get the.
Yeah, same here.
Can you see if Susan Sarandon was the villain in the first Enchanted? Because I actually remember her being a Maleficent-esque
let's see
character.
So cast, let's see. Yeah, Susan Sarandon was Queen Nerissa.
Queen Nerissa looked just like Maleficent.
Yeah, and Idina Menzel actually was in this one.
She wasn't. Who played Morgan? Let's
see. Morgan was played by Rachel Covey.
Click on it. See if it's the same woman. Oh, I ripped it up. Oh wait, no, different actress.
No, different actress. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Rachel Covey.
Covey.
Well, it doesn't matter. They fired her anyway. But anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Do what you can. Check us out. We are aware. Google Clubhouse Movies Podcast. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, anywhere you get your podcasts. Yeah. YouTube. Oh man, check out our Patreon. Check out our Facebook. Check us. You know, we have a blimp.
Yeah.
You can't see, it's invisible.
It's usually a cat.
Yeah. Oh, don't. She's mad.
Yeah.
She saw that CG cat and she's like, CG cats.
Not hiring any cats for Hollywood, man.
No, you ever see the Hollywood stunt show with like the cats?
Yeah. Many times. Cats can do it, man.
Cats can do it. So what's the deal? Yeah. And she doesn't like the fact that cats are mad. And she also remember Isle of Dogs. Remember the cats weren't talking and they were like evil.
I do remember that. Good stuff.
Yeah, she was all mad because the cats didn't talk. She was hoping that the cats would be pulling the strings.
That's why we haven't reviewed it.
You know, right? That and Milo and Otis.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to feel about Milo and Otis. Do you remember Milo and Otis?
No.
Oh, really?
Not at all.
It was a really good kids movie. And if you were...
What was the name of it again?
Milo and Otis.
Milo and Otis.
Milo and Otis, when I saw it in theaters, was like the most heartwarming, sad story in my entire life. And then once you grew up and you Google like Milo and Otis, oh, that's why no one talks about it anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's sad. But anyway.
Oh, no. Yeah, I see it now. Bummer.
If you can redo a movie CG wise without like, I don't know, whatever. Milo and Otis. Maybe check it out one of these days. It's a sad, sad movie. Anyway, I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba for Mr. Abel Pineda. We will catch you on the next installment of Clubhouse Movies Podcast next time. What the heck did I say there?